Hi, friend. Welcome back to Elisha's Space. I'm Elisha, counselor, author, and your companion in this healing journey. Today, we're talking about something so many of you have messaged me about. Why does your anxiety get so much worse at night? If your brain seems to wait until you lie down to start the what if parade, if the quiet feels louder than the daytime chaos, you are not broken and you are not alone in what you're experiencing. Stay with me because I'm going to walk you through this. What actually is happening in your brain and body at night, the spiritual and emotional side of nighttime anxiety, the patterns that might be making it worse, and very specific tools you can start using tonight. Let's start with the science because understanding it can take away a lot of the shame. When you lay down at night, three big things are happening. Your distractions disappear. During the day, your brain is busy. Work, kids, emails, social media, errands, you name it. But at night, the noise turns down and whatever you've been avoiding emotionally, well, it has that space to step forward. Your emotional brain is a little louder than your logical brain. And the part of your brain that helps you reason and think clearly is kind of tired. But your emotional brain, the part that says, danger, something's wrong, it doesn't clock out as easily. So the worry feels bigger and your ability to talk yourself down, that feels smaller. Your body is more sensitive to sensations. You notice your heart beating, your breathing, and that tightness in your chest. And if you already are struggling with anxiety, these normal sensations, it can feel scary. Then your brain says something must be wrong, and the cycle continues. So, no, you're not crazy. Your brain is just doing what it thinks it needs to do to keep you safe. It's working overtime when simply you're just trying to rest. Now, let's talk about this from a more spiritual and emotional lens. Night has always been a time when people wrestle with big questions. In scripture, we see people crying out to God at night, wrestling, praying, lamenting. The quiet can bring up old wounds, unprocessed grief, fears about the future, loneliness that you can't outrun during the day, but not at midnight. Sometimes nighttime anxiety is your soul saying, there are things we haven't tended to yet. That doesn't mean God is punishing you. It might mean he's gently revealing places that need comfort, truth, and healing. So instead of thinking, why am I like this? Try asking, what is my anxiety trying to show me? What needs care right now? Let me name a few patterns you might recognize. Scrolling before bed, the blue light and the comparison, bad news or drama keep your brain wired. Replaying the day in a harsh way, going over every conversation. I shouldn't have said that. They probably think that I'm, and you can fill in the words. That's not reflection, that's self-criticism disguised as productivity. Future tripping, lying in bed, planning every possible catastrophe. What if I lose my job? What if I never get married? What if something happens to my kids? Notice this. Nighttime often becomes the unofficial meeting where you and your anxiety plan for every disaster that will probably never happen. Let's move into what you can do about it. You don't have to fix everything, but you can change your relationship with nighttime. Create a gentle landing strip before bed. 20 to 30 minutes where you dim the lights, put your phone away, maybe make tea, stretch, or take a warm shower. Do a brain dump before you lie down. Grab a notebook and write everything you're worried about, everything you need to remember tomorrow. Then tell yourself, these thoughts have a home now. I don't have to carry them into bed. Use simple grounding plus truth practice in bed. Try this breath. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6, and repeat several times. Then quietly pray or affirm, right now in this moment I am safe. God, hold what I cannot control. Give me rest for my body and peace for my mind. And then replace self-attacks with curiosity. Instead of what's wrong with me, try what did today demand of me emotionally? Where do I need comfort, not criticism right now? If your anxiety keeps you from sleeping most nights, is affecting your work, relationships, or health, or you feel hopeless, overwhelmed, or like you might hurt yourself, then that's your sign to reach out for more help. A therapist, doctor, or anyone that you would trust as a mentor, you don't have to carry this alone. If this conversation resonated with you, I want you to know your nervous system is not your enemy. Your anxiety at night is a signal, not your identity. And if you like more faith-integrated conversations about anxiety, trauma, and healing, go ahead and follow or subscribe to this podcast. And I'd love to hear from you. What time of night is hardest for you, and what usually comes up? Share with me. Your story might help someone else feel less alone. Thank you for spending time with me in Elisha's space. Take a deep breath. You are seen, you are loved, and you are not walking through this in the dark.